Honorable Speaker, this is very critical. I do understand that a committee can process a bill even in 1 hour. Forget about one entire day. But you see, that is in the event when there are no interested people as stakeholders to give input. Because you see, our law passing process is supposed to be consultative.
Can we look at that
Right,
when we
Honorable
reach the
Speaker.
bill?
But that's all right. Let me finish this, right, Honorable Speaker, and then you guide. So the reason I have insisted on this matter is because there were stakeholders who were saying we want to give our input. And you looked them out. That's the challenge. You can produce and process a bill in even 1 hour.
No, as of now, we don't even know which stakeholder they interacted with.
I am a stakeholder, right, Honorable Speaker.
So what we need to do is to wait and hear which stakeholders they consulted.
Allow me to finish and then you rule, right, Honorable Speaker. I'm a stakeholder. My political party received the invitation at 8 a.m. saying come at 9 a.m. That's the National Unity Platform. We wrote to the committee and they received the letter requesting that this was very short notice. There's no magic we could do.
That is
and requested for Monday
that is on which bill
at 9 a.m.
Which bill now are we talking
on the
about?
UPDF amendment bill.
Okay, let's first start with the
allow me to finish, right, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Lord.
The committee received our letter. They did not write back to us. So as we were waiting to show up on Monday to present our views, over the weekend they were busy processing, writing a report. That's problematic, right, Honorable Speaker, because you see, we are supposed to be a people-centered parliament, meaning that the laws we pass, we should be for the good of the people. Those people should be consulted so that they have their input. And by the way, you can end up disregarding the input of those stakeholders, but listen to them. You cannot disregard them and think it's okay. No, listen to them, and then you can disregard them. But when you don't give them opportunity to show up, you are violating our laws. Right, Honorable Speaker, finally, I was alarmed because you see, we seem to be creating and painting an atmosphere that regardless of what the views that come through are, this bill is finito. I saw with sadness the government chief whip late in the night. He was speaking to the media. He said we have met and concluded that this bill is going to be passed as is. That worried me because the government chief whip, who is our colleague here, knows that this bill, the UPDF amendment bill, was brought to this house by government. I had thought that as government chief whip, you would be interested in a bill that you have brought. I am raising it and building it, right, Honorable Speaker. I had thought that as government chief whip, you would be interested in input of different stakeholders into your bill as government. But when you bring a bill, and then you say, we are going to pass it as is, regardless of any other input, regardless whether consultations have happened or not, that is problematic. That is outside the law. Right, Honorable Speaker, my colleagues, and I want to appreciate them, they make through the night to even put together a minority report. But what you are saying is that that is disregarded. Right, Honorable Speaker,
give me the minority. Where is the minority?
Is it all right that we sit here and pretend that we are processing a bill within the law, that we are capturing the views of all the other people, and yet not? Because we gave you the benefit of doubt to say, okay, let's partake in this process. But you have abused that because you're saying we don't care. And at night, the government chief whip says, regardless, we are passing it as it is. So why did you invite people? Maybe that's why you didn't even give them time.
Thank you.
Right, Honorable Speaker, finally, I am very hard pressed, together with my colleagues, for us to sit here and participate in a sham process. And I'm calling it a sham process because it is pretentious. When you bring a bill here, you should give it time for people to have their input. But you are saying, we don't want your input, we are going to pass the bill as is. That's why, Right Honorable Speaker, you did not rein in on the committee to give adequate time to the stakeholders. That means this is pretentious, this is a sham for these two bills, the UPDF amendment bill and the political parties amendment bill. So, Right Honorable Speaker, myself together with my colleagues, we are hard pressed to participate in this sham process So we shall leave you here to participate in your sham process, to process your bill, pretending that you are getting the input of the people of Uganda and take note. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I will take my leave because I don't want to participate in this sham process. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Honorable members, next item.
Item 4. Item 4 on the order paper.
Honorable members, you recall that on Wednesday, 14th May 2025, Honorable Nakut Faith tabled the private members' bill, the Political Parties Amendment
Procedure.
Bill 2025.
Procedure.
For the first reading.
Procedure.
Yes, Jonah. Honorable members, can we have free sitting? Can we have free sitting? Justice, Shadow Justice.
Thank